Why, hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is a brand new vlog for you out on the channel. And a couple weeks ago, you guys might know, if you don't know, if you're brand new here, thanks for stopping by, thanks for tuning in. But if you did not know, I did make a video a couple weeks ago sharing my new internship where I'm interning at a video company, DH Productions. Here in my local area, there's only one. But they do certain things like commercials, edit videos for commercials for different companies, and like have their own live sessions. Like might do like interviews and other such things with like cameras. They have their own studio, and I shared some of the experience there. But today is a bit different. In my 8,000 subscriber special, I shared that I was going to be sharing some of my projects that I'm taking in a class at my community college, St. Clair, for with the Adobe software, which is going quite well actually. I'm quite enjoying it. No problems, no hindrance. I mean, I shouldn't say any problems. There were some confusions in one of the projects, but besides that, like I'm not stressing, I'm not struggling too much. I'm learning all the information. I'm just taking it in, and ooh, kind of shaky there. But I just have fun learning all the mechanics and all the techniques, everything. So, the semester is not over, but I did want to share with you some of the projects that I've been working on and just some of the things that have happened over the course of 5 weeks now. This is week 5 out of 16. It's crazy. And I'm just kind of thinking off in the distance here. So I might share another video in the further weeks of this semester. But without further ado, let me share with you what I've got going on with these two projects in Adobe. There's certain softwares in Adobe, so I'm going to share with you what I got going on. Alright, so we're here on my laptop here, and if I click this is one of the files of Adobe InDesign. And you might be unfamiliar with this software. This is just one out of the many additions to the Adobe overall software. So, okay, this is not really what I wanted to do. Yikes, I think I might have... I don't know, that looks right to me. All right, so that's my project 2, but I don't know why it said there were some errors, but maybe, okay, no errors there. I see. I mean, obviously you probably wouldn't know what the errors are, but yeah, so I have it in 2 places, so never mind. That's right, I have it in 2 places. So the first project I actually was working on was this in here. And so basically what I had to do is, for the first project, it was kind of neat, but at the same time a real pain. Because I had to take all these pictures. I had to take 51 pictures and save them as TIFFs. And if you don't know what TIFFs are, I'll try to make the camera not as blurry as it should be and share with you. So if I open right here, properties, I can show you this image is a actual TIFF file. That's what the type of file is. And I had to save them all as TIFFs to put them in this file or project right here, layout. And this was the final project. And basically I had to create like mind maps and then write down certain problems down in Africa. So if I can zoom in here, that would be fantastic. Zoom in. And this is my journey through Africa. So some of these, I had to take 51 images, save them all as TIFFs, and put them in here. And these were certain like problems in Africa. So like health problems, violence. Let me show you which one of the ones that had violence. Like this one, for example. Here's like violence. Here's nutrition in Africa, nutrition, children in Africa, and all this stuff, health in Africa. And then down here, 15 of these had to be my personal pictures from Africa. So I know this is very blurry. Here, let's see if I can zoom out. Yeah, that's still pixelated, but I don't understand why. But I already sent this in. I got a 75 on this, and then because they weren't all saved, a couple of the images weren't saved correctly, I got a 75, and it's like, this looks confusing, so I resent it in yesterday, so hopefully this should work correctly with all these saved, with all these images. If these images have these blue little links on them, as you can see, like right there, that means that the image is put in correctly. But if they have either an exclamation point or a question mark, the question mark means that it doesn't recognize where the file is, like it's gone. If it has an exclamation point, it means it knows where it is, but it doesn't. It's not saved as the right format, so it has to be saved as a TIFF to then be put in this Adobe grid. Excuse me. So yeah, this grid right here. And so again, 15 of these images are mine. These are some of mine from Africa when I went. If you did not know, I've gone to Africa. Check out the video right there. I'll link it up top so you guys can watch it. It was a very fun experience with my grandparents and 4 cousins that went, or 3 of my cousins that went with me. There's a rhino, there's a cactus, there's the equator, there's a lion sleeping, the leopard, elephant, rhino, another more elephant that I saw, the giraffe, sunset tree, there's the zebra, another leopard picture, and all that fun stuff. There's the waterfall. So yeah, that was the first project, and I'm super happy with how it turned out, how it looks, all those pictures right there in the grid, and using 15 of my own personal Africa pictures was great. I called it Journey Through Africa. That's where the title is. You can barely read it. Oh, wait, look at that. You can kind of read it. Journey Through Africa. It's kind of stinks, though. Like, I don't know why these are all highlighted and why this one isn't. So, very bizarre. But that was the first project there. Had a great time with that, and I couldn't wait to move forward. And so, basically, what I did, the way I submitted that was I had to take all my TIFF images and, like, these links of the original pictures and put them in as a zip folder. And if you've never done that before, all you do is, whoopsies, is you just, like, hover over this and, like, right-click. Like if you hover over that, right click, and then say compress to zip. But I don't want to do that because I already done that. And then I just submitted the zip file to my Dropbox of where I submit all my work for my class. And basically the teacher was like, you have to submit it within a zip file because the Dropbox doesn't like just submitting the whole entire grid by itself. So it needs all this stuff conjoined into one and then submit it. So that's how I did that. And then this is project 2. So if I go over to this folder here, these are all of what I had to do in project 2. So if you've never used Illustrator before, this was quite a fun process. Now, I worked with a couple of my classmates on this yesterday, and they were like, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea how to use this. But funny enough, what I did was different than what the teacher actually suggested. And what I did was he said take a picture of basically I traced out, like I have I used like my own marker and like traced out my designs on a piece of paper first. Like there were a bunch of stages before this stage. And one of those was just to like take a marker and use marker compositions and just design your own shapes based upon, so like boldness. What would boldness represent? Like this, right? What would aggressive represent? What would happiness or sadness represent? And we had to draw that down on a piece of paper with either pens like thumbnails, 72 thumbnails, and we had to do 8 marker comps and branch off that. But then using the Adobe Illustrator, basically he said to just take a picture of it, scan it, put it in this Illustrator. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make my own designs of what I had on the piece of paper. So that's what I ended up doing. And I think they turned out really nice. This is supposed to represent boldness here. And using Illustrator, you had to do each illustration one at a time. So that's what I did here. And that's boldness. Basically, here, I'll show you what I did. So first, I had to copy all of these. I had to do them in black and white. Look at those puffins, so cute. But I had to do them in black and white, right? And then I had to do it again, copy it, and make some color in there. So that's what you just saw there. I'll show you what this looks like. What conformity? Well, yeah, okay. So that was my first design for conformity, but it didn't look great. So yeah, I'm going to show you what my next conformity was. Because he gave me some feedback on my marker comp, and then I changed it. So this is what my next conformity was, and I put some color on there. And yeah, so basically these all designs in Illustrator are individual, and then I put them together in this grid, that I will submit for my final project. Not final this semester, but final for my project 2. And it comes out to, these are all the black and white images. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Layout. Edit. Oh my lord. Okay, view. Display performance, high quality. There we go. Much better. I don't like any pixelatedness in my projects here. So this is all the black and white images. This is boldness right here. This is sadness. This is playful. This is conformity. This is happiness, which at the end of the day, I don't know how that represents happiness, but do with that with what do with that what you will. I'm trying to speak English here. Oh my god. And that's spontaneity right there. And then down here, all the colored ones. And I think it turned out great. So each row, this is one in line and this is in point. If you don't know what line and point is, point has to be in dots or circles. And that looks like circles. And this is line. So yeah. And again, now these are circles, but just forget that. But yeah, and each row in line and point has to be one certain text shade of color. So this is all certain shade of blue. As you can see here, it's kind of getting darker. It's kind of getting lighter here, darker, and then yeah, this is all the same shade of orange. So yeah, that was a really fun project to do. I really liked trying to design these things in here and make the colors. So I was really happy with how that turned out there at the end of the day. The black and white, and then turning into color. So those are all the things I've been working on thus far. And yeah, I mean, I know it's been only 2, but there are a lot of stages to these 2 projects over the 5 weeks. So yeah, let me turn the camera around and just continue all my thoughts on what I've done here. Well, everyone, that is my video for today. Just sharing my projects to you from my class in Adobe. By the way, the class is called Visual Design or Design Foundations. And what I want to go into is visual design technology. Essentially, I also want to go into video technology, like design of videos, and then video design technology, also media. There's a whole lots of things, but the class is called Design Foundations, and it has all of the stuff in Adobe software. I don't think we're learning Adobe Premiere and Adobe Pro and Adobe After Effects. Those are stuff for videos, and I don't think that class uses those. But at some point, I would like to take classes on how to use those. But in the meantime, it's using other stuff in Adobe, and those are the projects I've done thus far. So great, so much fun. I've had a great time, great experience learning them, and also I cannot wait for projects to learn the projects in the future, weeks to come. I'm still confused about the midterm, like it's a portfolio. The final one is a portfolio, so I'm not sure what that'll entail. But in the meantime, I plan on making another video on the other projects I do in the future, so stay tuned for that. Also, stay tuned for videos that are coming in the future. Got more reviews, more customs, Moon Knight customs coming next March. Not next month, but lots of things are coming on the way, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel down below. Stay tuned for what is to come. Hit that like button if you did enjoy today's video, sharing my projects, and as always, don't forget to follow me over Boba Fett Jedi Master, links down below as well. And as always, don't forget to keep calm and play Lego. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.